After spending a year in Sri Lanka, I've discovered the vibrant flavours of its cuisine and its deep connection to the land, history and community. Each dish tells a story, and living amongst locals, attending traditional festivals and sharing meals with families has enriched my appreciation of the culinary art. This immense experience has allowed me not just to learn about the food itself, but about the cultural significance behind each meal. I hope my experience can be passed on to you. Please enjoy. Sri Lankan lamb dry fry curry is a delightful dish that perfectly captures the essence of the island's flavours. Tender lamb pieces slow cooked until they melt in your mouth and are super tender, all enveloped in a fragrant blend of aromatic spices that include cinnamon, cardamom and cloves, amongst others. In addition of garlic and ginger that gives it a nice zesty kick, while curry leaves and pandan leaves create a warm and inviting aroma that lingers in the air. I just want to show you some regular or common spices for Sri Lankan cooking. So let's take a look at the top there. We've got some crushed chili, turmeric, chili powder, gorica. Now, gorica is a dried fruit, a little bit like tamarind. That's used as a souring kind of agent. Good for chicken and meat, and especially for fish. Goes in lots of curries. Cloves, mustard seeds, fenugreek or methi seeds, cinnamon. Of course, cinnamon in Sri Lanka is grown here. It's absolutely wonderful. Rampa or pandan leaves, curry leaves, and then curry powders. Very common. You get a light and a roasted. The roasted kind of goes in a little bit near the end usually. It's got a lovely, wonderful, just roasted flavour to it. And the common one there is the kind of base. But yeah, these are kind of not all the spices used in Sri Lanka, but very, very common. The most kind of common ones, I would say. Okay. This is incredible. Let's get moving. Okay, so we're going to get some spices together. A teaspoon each here of black mustard seeds, fennel seeds, fenugreek, 4 green cardamoms, nice piece of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cloves, a teaspoon of black peppercorns, and a teaspoon of cumin seeds. I've got 1 kg, which is 2.2 pound of lamb here. Very little bone. We're going to add a teaspoon each of salt, pepper, turmeric and chili powder. And then we're going to add some unroasted curry powder. 3 teaspoons of that. Very simply, we're going to give that a mix and then we can get over to the cooker. So I'm starting this off obviously with coconut oil. Coconut oil is very important in the country. I've got about 4 tablespoons there. We're going to start by dropping in all of our lovely whole spices that we just saw. We're on an above medium heat. We're going to give that a little whiz around. We want to infuse the oil with those spices. Next up, we're going to be adding our pandan leaves and curry leaves. Now, pandan leaves and curry leaves are super essential, and it's in nearly every dish in the country. So if you can get hold of it, it's absolutely marvelous. Again, a little whiz around to infuse everything. You've already got the smell of Sri Lanka in that pot right now. Those spices and the pandan leaves and the curry leaves with the coconut oil. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's get in 1 cup of onion. I've sliced mine. We're also going to add now a tablespoon of ginger and garlic, which I've crushed up. Staying on this medium heat, or slightly above medium heat actually. We're going to go for like 4 minutes just to kind of soften the onions a little bit. Okay, let's get our seasoned meat in there. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of fresh tomato. And we're going to cook that for about 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, next up, fresh chili to taste. Up to you what you want to put in. Just slip them down the middle, in they go. A teaspoon of black pepper. Roasted curry powder this time. about 4 teaspoons. They were slightly heaped, I think, anyway. That's going to give it a really beautiful flavor. The combo of the roasted and the unroasted is incredible. Again, little mix around. I want to just cook those spices out just for like 2 to 3 minutes, so keep stirring on this now. And the next stage is very simply, we're now going to add in cold water. I'm going to put in about 800 or 900 ml, enough to kind of cover it. So what we're doing here is we're going to now cook this again on an above medium heat with the lid on for about 30 minutes. You can give it a stir every now and then. We really want to get this meat nice and soft. And that is looking absolutely delightful. So the next stage here is we now need to reduce the moisture down. So we're going to turn the heat up fairly high now. The meat's already fairly tender. With the lid off, we're going to cook it and cook it and cook it till it steams out, and you end up with this beautiful, beautiful reduced down meat, as you can see there. That is really, really delicious. Check it for salt. It's fine for me. The only thing I'm going to do now is just drop a few pandan leaves in there and give it a mix. Job done. You've got yourself a fantastic dry fry spicy curried lamb or mutton.